Today we're making a fresh and zesty soup from broccoli and spinach. Forget those watery and bland broccoli soups. This recipe looks and tastes fantastic. If you're new here, I'm Hugo, and on this channel you'll find seasonal, sustainable, plant-based recipes that I post weekly. Now let's jump into the recipe. First, we're going to heat a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in a deep saucepan over a medium heat. Toss in 4 cloves of finely diced garlic and 2 diced onions. Saute the garlic and onions for 5 minutes until they are nicely soft. Next, tip in 400 grams of potatoes, which have been peeled and cubed into 1 centimeter pieces. This potato is key to making the soup taste really delicious. It's going to act like a vegetable replacement for cream and make that soup really wonderfully smooth and thick. To the potato, add 2 heads or 400 grams worth of broccoli that has been loosely chopped. We're going to use the whole broccoli head, stalk and everything. Don't worry if you're not a fan of eating the broccoli stalk on its own. The stalk is going to be blended into the soup right at the end of cooking, so you'll not have to bite down on any large chunks. Cover the broccoli and potato with 1.5 liters of vegetable stock and 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Then bring to the boil, cover and simmer for 10 minutes. After which time the potato and broccoli should be nicely soft. Now turn the pan off the heat. At this point in time, that's actually all the cooking we're going to do to the soup. Now you might be thinking 10 minutes, that's quite a short amount of time to cook the soup, but it's actually really key to keeping that soup fresh and vibrant. Cooking the soup any longer is going to boil that broccoli into inexistence and it's going to turn into this grey mush. So stick with the short cook time. Once the soup is off the heat and has stopped bubbling, add in 200 grams of spinach, 30 grams of basil and the juice of 1 lemon. Then we're going to use a stick blender to combine the spinach and basil into the broccoli soup. Blitz the soup until completely smooth. Now if you don't have a stick blender here, you can just decant your soup into a traditional blender and blitz there. Season the soup to taste with a generous amount of salt and freshly cracked pepper, and then it's time to plate up the soup. We're going to spoon a few ladles of the soup into a suitable serving bowl and dress the soup with some freshly chopped basil. Next, sprinkle some freshly toasted pine nuts over the top and add a few grates of lemon zest. Finally, we'll finish off the bowls with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And then it's time to enjoy your soup.